Hey guys, welcome to the monthly general reading for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Happy birthday to all the Pisces out there, February, March. I hope you guys all had an awesome birthday. If you guys enjoy my readings, you can head on over to Instagram or Facebook. The links are below, but it's Awakened Soul Tarot for both pages. What does Pisces need to hear, please? March 2020. What else does Pisces need to hear, please, for March 2020? Wow, you guys are chock full of major arcanas here. What else for Pisces, please? Yeah, look at that, Pisces. A lot going on for you guys during your birthday month when the sun is in your first house. There's a focus on yourself, your body, your attitude, your beliefs, overall yourself. So you may be going through some changes here with 4 major arcanas coming out for you. And there's even more strength in the moon. What is the most important message for Pisces, please? Okay, Pisces. So the most important message, look at that, another major arcana. All right, so a lot of energy going on here. A lot of times when the sun is in your first house, you go through a deep transformation. It's your body, your mind, your emotions. Think about all the elements, earth, water, fire, air, and the suits of the deck. You know, cups for emotion, swords for thoughts and communication, for example. You're chock full of these major arcana. So there's a lot going on when you have the sun in your first house and you're going through a deep transformation. It's kind of like a leveling up. So certain things may come out like the moon, shadow stuff like fears, worries, anxieties. Sometimes that negative self-talk comes up or negative feelings that need to be released. And going through that deep transformation isn't always easy. We have the 9 of Wands as the most important message in the High Priestess. Well, the High Priestess is representative of the moon, which is Cancer. So a lot of moon energy here. We have the moon here, which is actually your card, Pisces, but the High Priestess represents a deep inner knowing. So follow your intuition, okay? The High Priestess next to the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands represents possibly some constrictions maybe that you have had, some difficulties, some challenges. There could even be a feeling of being cornered or feeling kind of like the world is against you in a way. You may be feeling deeply emotional. Other people maybe aren't understanding where you're coming from, right? And you're holding a lot of this in with the High Priestess. There could be some deep spiritual work going on here with the High Priestess. But you may feel like you could have hit possibly a barrier, or there's a situation here that you feel like you need to transform, change, or end. So we'll take a look. We have the Star, the World, Death, and the Page of Pentacles. So the Star represents hope and renewal that is coming for you. And it is about seeing the beauty around you, seeing the positive in the situation, seeing all the positives that are around you, even if you're in a difficult situation or a challenge. Because we have the Death card here in the World. So something here is reaching an ending point for you. And, you know, it could be anything from feelings that you need to release or a certain situation that needs to be released. Maybe even a person, depending on what's going on in your life. This is general. So with the World card, something has reached its ending point in the Death card. Something has come full circle here. The World can even represent like a graduation. So graduating from one level to the next. Graduation, you know, it could be in terms of graduating from a class or something like that. But it is something that has reached its ending point. So this could be focused on you, in yourself. We have that Pisces new moon at the end of February. Mercury retrograde tends to bring things up from the past that need to be released. So we're going to have a full moon in Virgo. Virgo is your opposite sign. So whenever you're in Pisces season or in a specific season, there's the new moon in that sign, and then we have the full moon in the opposing sign. The full moon brings up opposing things that need to come to a head. So that does represent your 7th house of partnerships, how you form partnerships with others. It could even represent a partnership in terms of work, business related. We do have the Page of Pentacles, so there may be some new offer that's coming in here. But we have the Star Aquarius energy, we have Death Scorpio energy, the Page of Pentacles, we have Earth energy. So this could be focused on your finances or even just bringing more stability in for yourself in terms of, you know, your everyday life, maybe changing your routines. So we have Temperance now here. Temperance represents Sagittarius, but this is about moderation. This is about taking things one step at a time, gaining control of emotions, trying to bring in that balance, divine masculine, divine feminine. So the masculine would be action, the feminine would be the inaction. So bringing in balance. This could even be dealing with your intuition and bringing more direction to that, following your intuition more. But Temperance does really represent even possibly a union of energies. It's representative of alchemy. So if you see how the angel is balancing the water in 2 different cups, 1 foot on land, 1 foot in water, lots of moderation is needed, especially if you're feeling more emotional at this time. Trying to find different activities or things that you're passionate about, creative work, where you can direct that energy and use it for your best self and your best interest. We have the 4 of Pentacles, so you may be feeling the need to kind of go within. You may not be feeling overly socially throughout March. You could be feeling like there's a lot of things that you just want to sit with on your own and just kind of deal with. The 4 of Pentacles, you know, if you decided that maybe you needed to leave a job that no longer suited you, you felt like you couldn't do it anymore, you may need to save a bit or scrounge a bit in terms of your money, finances. So save a bit more. You may not be able to spend as much. We have Strength and we have the Moon. So very interesting. This is chock full of major arcana. So it could just be an extra emotional time for you with a lot of energies. And definitely Temperance is saying find that balance. If you need to spend some time alone, do that guilt-free. But Strength, the sign of Leo. Now, Strength is about compassion for yourself, possibly for somebody else, or maybe for a situation that you're dealing with. But with the Strength card, extra energy may be needed to deal with this situation. And then we have the Moon. So I feel like with Strength and the Moon next to each other, this is going to be emotional strength that is needed. You may even be tested emotionally at this time or feel like you're being tested with this 9 of Wands energy. But with the Moon, so that's your card, that's Pisces. There could be those fears or worries or concerns in a situation because you can't quite see the end game yet. Or maybe you took a risk here, leaving a situation, and you're not able to see the end result yet because now you're kind of in a whole nother phase where you have to rely on trusting your intuition in the decisions that you've made here. So let's take a look. I want to clarify the Death card for you, Pisces. Let's clarify Death for Pisces, please. Yeah, something here that you really couldn't take anymore. 10 of Wands represents a period of time where maybe you have a lot of responsibilities on your back. And if you can hand some of those responsibilities out to others, this is dealing with like in the home type stuff. But the 10 of Wands represents feeling overwhelmed, overburdened, having too much on your plate. Okay, so there may be a call here for you to take off whatever you can out of, you know, this heavy bundle of sticks here. So think about what is a priority for you and what isn't with the 10 of Wands. I mean, you could even have some new offer that comes in and you decide you want to take it, but that means, you know, you have to let go of something else that you've been doing because it would just be too much. Let's look at that Page of Pentacles for Pisces. Wherever this may apply, even if this applies, you know, in a relationship situation that needs to be transformed, look at that. We have Death and we have the Nine of Pentacles. So there is a major focus here on what makes you happy with the Nine of Pentacles. What's fulfilling for you with this Nine of Pentacles? So Death again, all right, there's a deep transformation. This is a personal transformation, I feel like, Pisces, especially with the Nine of Pentacles coming up. That tends to be an independent card. So focusing on yourself, your health, your wealth, your money, your stability. Extra rest may be needed, extra downtime, and extra focusing on you, your health, and yourself here. Let's take a look at the Strength card. Why is Strength here for Pisces next to the Moon? Yeah, we have Temperance again. There's so many repeating cards here. Balance and moderation, because you may be feeling extra emotional at this time. Let's clarify the Moon. Let's clarify the Moon card for Pisces. Yeah, you need to focus on what makes you happy this month, Pisces. If you're feeling overwhelmed emotionally, if you're feeling like you're not able to really fill all of these cups for yourself because your attention is going elsewhere, you need to take a step back and focus on what your priorities are at this time. Let's pull some oracle guidance here for Pisces. What does Pisces need to hear for March 2020, please? I'm using the Moonology deck. Interesting. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal Moon. So some of the cardinal signs. Cardinal signs tend to be the ones like Aries, Capricorn, Cancer. Those signs are the ones who tend to be able to take the initiative in things, okay? So there's something here where you may need to take the initiative. You may have too much going on your plate. Yeah, and look at this, what's at the bottom. Full Moon in Pisces, balance spirituality and practicality. So a lot of balance here, just like the Temperance card, it's the same thing. Balance is needed. You may need to even just take a break from something. Not that you have to fully give it up, but take a break from something. Focus on your health and happiness this month because you may be feeling just a bit overwhelmed or like your needs aren't really being met here. You may want to focus more on spirituality, but when it's balanced spirituality and practicality, sometimes it can be tough to find that balance, especially when you're in a line of work involving, you know, spiritual matters and raising your vibration, helping others. Sometimes you really need to put the focus on yourself. But Pisces is also known, which is why this is the full moon in Pisces, to be the dreamers. So if you want to make a dream come true, then it's about actually taking the steps to get there step by step. But for some of you, the first move may be needing to walk away or realize that it's the end of a cycle for you in somewhere in your life, to create more space, to bring in new energy and new opportunities and hold space for that. I hope you guys have an amazing month ahead, Pisces. Happy birthday again. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, all that information's in the description box below with all of my social media information as well. Take care.